What is going on, everybody? Hope you all are well. Today we are taking a first look at the Nintendo Switch 2 update for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. We're obviously playing on Nintendo Switch 2. We're covering this on the 29th of the 1st, 2026. This was a free update that released on the 21st or the 22nd of January. Just came out of nowhere. Literally, like, no run up. We didn't know. So Nintendo just made the announcement and dropped the release. Obviously, this game we covered like last year, so that video is up on the channel. We covered it on the Switch One. So there's quite a few things to go over here. So again, it's nice that this is a free update. So should we call it the Switch 2 edition or not? I don't know. Like, some people are saying you only call it a Switch 2 edition when it's paid. For me, is if it's a Nintendo first party game and it has a Switch 2 update, I'm calling it Switch 2 edition. That just makes sense, paid or not. 'Cause if it's got improvements on the Switch 2 and features. So that's how we can go about it. So we could be live streaming this over on Twitch and YouTube under our live stream tabs, and we'll put out a short edit video afterwards for YouTube. So let's get into this. Obviously, if you don't know what Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is, so Donkey Kong Country Returns came out on the Wii originally, and then after that, for the Wii U, they made Tropical Freeze, right? And Tropical Freeze got ported to the Switch. Everybody loves that. And then last year for Donkey Kong Country Returns, they ported this to the Switch, called it HD, had an upres of graphics, made a few improvements. Also, there was a few problems. So for this Switch 2 update, they fixed a lot of those. So just like right off the bat, the big problem with Donkey Kong Country Returns HD was the two-player mode. Because what they for the HD, what they did was they added a lot of the 3DS or DS. I can't remember which version now. There was a version of Country Returns on the portables, and they added a lot of content from that version into this HD version. The problem was there was a bug in those portable versions that hitboxes for the second player on certain levels disappeared too quick. So playing two-player was almost impossible. That issue came through to this one when it came to Switch last year. With this free update, they fixed it, so the hitboxes like last longer now for on enemies, so you can play two-player again on certain levels properly now, which is great. That was the big problem, right? So that's one thing they fixed with this free update. With this free update as well, the other one is it's higher resolution now. Obviously, that's the easy one to do. It was already 60, so it's still staying 60. It's not like got like a 120 FPS mode or anything like that. The other they actually added new content here as well, which is great. So this is the other two big things. They've added like a turbo mode, like a time. They added like a time attack mode. So when you select a level, it lets you go like do the turbo mode, time attack mode. I don't know what they're calling it. And like it just speeds the game up like massively. So we'll check that out. So that's a free mode they added. The other big one is the massive one. They've added Dixie Kong. Like, it's so weird, interesting. Like, so they've had to go, like, maybe they thought, oh, we gotta go in and rework because we gotta fix that bug with the two-player, right? And the hitboxes. So they've gone in and they've added Dixie Kong from the future games into Returns. Yeah, because she was never in Returns originally. She wasn't in like the 3DS or DS version. So they've actually worked her in. So how it works is anywhere you see a barrel that you could choose Diddy, you can, like, the barrel rotates now, and then you just have to wait for it, and you can choose Dixie. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's like the obviously the bug fixes, but like that's the reason you'd want to come to this. So yeah, high resolution. They added Dixie, added a new mode, but Dixie is really and truly that's the reason you're coming here. So yeah, let's check this out. Again, we already did a first look of this. If you're interested in that, go check it out. So like, we won't start from the beginning. We'll just pick up our save. Oh, loading times have been improved as well. If we just go here, one thing I've noticed with like Switch 2, the audio output is a little bit louder. I've got to adjust audio levels because everything's a little bit louder compared to Switch 2 version. Oh, I've heard like the color palettes are a little bit different as well. Like maybe it was a little bit oversaturated on Switch 1. Where do we get to? So maybe that's a little bit different as well. I don't know if they've added like dioramas and image for Dixie. If you go option, not much options here. Uh-oh, did I mess that up? I mean, they gave us some audio options, unlike, you know, most Nintendo games. Obviously, you can see I already tried it a bit, so you can see the Dixie icon. So yeah, let's just, like, whatever level you choose. If I go here, there's the turbo attack mode. Oh, so I'm mixing it up. Time attack was already there. It's called turbo attack mode, but it's on a timer as well. So it's a time attack mode, but it's turboed. That makes sense. First, let's just go here and let me just show you Dixie, and then we'll. Obviously, you wouldn't have it here from the start. Because I carried her over from another level. So how she changes is she does the hover, where Diddy does the like boost, right? But she jumps up a little. What's the best way to describe this? She goes a little bit higher, so she just doesn't hover. You get some extra air. So she's a little bit easier for if you're trying to collect stuff and get just that little bit more height. That's how she plays different. You know, like there's not a lot of those levels, which I wish there was, because they look great. You know, there's like silhouette levels, right? For the silhouette levels, you can see her pink outline. But like for jumps like this, she's like easier to do. Wow. Okay. I was gonna show you the hover. Professional gamer out here, everybody. Because I was gonna say you could hover. Pressed it a little bit late. I was testing this off stream with the Joy-Cons, and I've actually connected my Mayflash and like a third-party controller, so there's a tiny bit of lag now. Because I was like, oh, if we're gonna play this for a couple hours, I can't do it on the Joy-Cons. So that's why it was off. Okay, it's my excuse. So look, there's the barrel. Dixie and Diddy. There. Oh my god. I fail so you don't have to. But like that's where she gets a little bit disadvantage on. I don't have to worry about collecting everything here. I already have. Yeah, it's a pretty cool free update. A lot of people were saying like, wait, why didn't they do Tropical Freeze? Tropical Freeze is the better game. My theory is obviously this only came out last year, like last January, right? So I think it's like literally a year it's been out. So this is probably selling. I don't know if it's what's the best way to phrase it. Like it's still in like the media cycle and everything because it's the newer game to release, right? So it's probably that's why they probably picked this over Freeze. Tropical Freeze. All right, so let's show you turbo attack. Choose a barrel type. Let's do Dixie. Yeah, it's crazy fast, like unplayable fast. is almost like the extent, like, are they getting rid of physics or something? Is this like timing for everything is off? Like the only way I've like been able to play it, like, just don't hold run. If you hold run, it gets like it's nice because it's like it's free, right? It's a different way to play, but it's just a little bit too fast, I think, honestly. Yeah, that's your 2 free new modes. And then obviously bug fixes. All right, let's go to... I can't remember where we finished. All right, this is the one track. I can feel it. I can feel it. I remember a single thing but level, but I could feel it. Alright, this is where I keep messing up the triple. Get wrecked. Uh-oh. Huh. Uh-oh, might jump early. Oh my. Let's just talk, chat. We don't have to stream video games, okay? How are you? Like, I'm just trying to talk, man. No joke, I'm blood on my hands. Just Davey sweaty right now. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Heart's gonna drop on my head. Tree carry. And the secrets. This is what I came for, platforming. I'm good at that, I swear. This doesn't count as platforming though. This doesn't. This is barrel riding. Uh-oh. Bomb. Uh-oh. Shit out here trying to be harder than that Aladdin. Wait, there's another checkpoint? And that Aladdin carpet ride level. What's going on? What are we doing out here? Remember the Aladdin carpet ride level? There's so many fails, we can't even cut this into one coherent. Like I did this shit in one go. Must well just admit now, this was like a Dark Souls run. Oh shoot. That's after me like I owe him money. I didn't play Hercules and Tarzan. Wasn't Hercules and Tarzan on the PS1? Aladdin was Mega Drive and NES. We get coming back to this world. I'm saying, can we delete it from the game? Oh my goodness. Can we actually do some platforming now? Check us back with food. Also got free prawn crackers. I like prawn crackers. One of them things, once you like eat, you just can't stop. Alright, this is what I'm here for, man. Barrels and jumping and I haven't played Tropical Freeze. People like Tropical Freeze because it's harder. And I just want it to be a little bit less floaty. Wait, what's going on? Why can't I grab that? Oh. Wait, this looks like a secret. Oh, okay. God damn. Do you eat prawn? Bro, my chat goes, do you eat prawn crackers on their own? Do you dip them in Coke? You lot are revolting. My cousin used to do that, by the way. That is nasty, chat. Because you know why? You just spoiled the drink. Kinda. Oh, that is... It just reminded me of my childhood, though. My cousin used to do that all the time. No! Why would you do this? What's wrong with you lot? That's disgusting. Like, actually, you spoiled the prawn cracker and you spoiled the Coke. Because the prawn cracker ain't crispy anymore and the Coke is just nasty now. I said it as a joke and then yeah, whatever, chat. Whatever. There's no way you just randomly think of that unless you've tried it. I'm telling you, my cousin used to do that when we was kids. To be fair, he was a kid, but still. This boy used to love his fizzy drinks. Fish fingers and Coke, bro. That was his go-to. Uh-oh. 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 Man, this game is making my neck tense. How about the fun the beginning levels? Don't try to change the subject, chat. You dip your prawn crackers in Coke. Maybe it wasn't prawn crackers. Maybe it was crisp that used to dunk, and I'm getting confused. I feel like dunking crisp into Coke is a more of a, I was gonna say respected thing, but not respected. Like that's a thing people. Oh no, I gotta stop talking about food, child. You're distracting me from the game. I didn't think anyone would do that. You're lying. I don't believe you, chat. I do not believe you. Like you just doxed yourself right now. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of crisps and not prawn crackers. That's what you probably did it with. And doing it with crisp is not even that weird. I might have tried that when I was a kid. Maybe it's not prawn crackers. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm putting shade on my cousin's name for nothing. It wasn't that crazy. That is also weird. Yeah, but not. Uh-oh. I tried to literally distract me from the game. I can't concentrate. Just think about food. By the way, anybody who's not in the UK, prawn crackers ain't crackers. They're just crisps with prawn flavor. Actually, they're not like crisps. They're more like a rice crisp, right? I don't even know what they're made of. It's probably like a rice cake that is put in oil. saved. Streamer. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't realize he was gonna... okay. Why would there has to be something there, right? Right? I'm checking. Something in the middle, maybe? Hold on. Secrets. She's definitely helping with some of these jumps. Little hover is useful. You're basically the easy mode character then? She's the Yoshi? Whatever, I could take all the help I need. My boomer reflexes ain't what they used to be. If I recall correctly, it's possibly a mix of Animal Crossing, Viva Pinatas. I've never played any of the Viva Pinata games. I always meant to. Wait, how are you meant to get that? Just never... Actually, no, I know why. When they came out, I didn't have a 360. Like, I would love for them to make... They're not going to make another Viva Pinata. That studio is a whole different team now, but... They know they had some fun levels in this world. That's why they gave you like double the levels of the card level. She weren't double, it was 6 levels, but still. Gotta over exaggerate a little bit. I'm assuming that's spider eggs. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Come on. Uh-oh. 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 Woo! That was not a fun level, but sorry, that was a fun level, but still back of the neck chance. This whole world is really fun. It's better, one of the better biomes, worlds, what we calling them? What we calling them? Yeah, of Donkey Kong. All right, don't mess up with a terrible boss fight now, Nintendo dog. All right, so far boss looks cool. Do we... Wait, what? Oh, maybe I can land on it now? Okay, okay, I got it. Dude, I don't understand. Okay, you hit its tail? Come over here. Right, with that, everybody, I think we are ready to call it. We did like 3 biomes, right? We got stuck on cave for a little while. Okay, like I said, we already covered this game as a first look, right? I never got to the later levels actually, so my takes on this game are probably a little bit different than, because you know, once you experience some of the later levels, a little bit more frustrating, and flow and all that is a little bit off. Speaking about the free update, you know, Switch 2 edition or whatever, like, yeah, great free update. One, free, right? Two, added a whole new character to the game and a new mode. We didn't play the mode too much. It's a little bit too fast and a bit hard to control, but it's there, you know, extra content, so you can't, you know, say no to that, really, right? There's nothing to complain about there. And the free character, yeah, Dixie feels like she's like easier to play because she gives you that extra hover, right? So you can get to certain platforms a little bit easier, and so she's like the character to use if you want to get all the collectibles and stuff. So yeah, higher resolution, so it looks cleaner. Apparently, like, saturation stuff has been sorted, but I haven't been A/B testing it from Switch 1 version to know about, like, they changed the color of DK's fur and stuff. So I can't really comment on that. Maybe go watch that first video if you want to really have a look at that, right? But yeah, if you got this game, worth checking out on the Switch 2. You know, new character, new modes, runs better. They fixed that bug with the 2-player, which is like a big thing, right? That was like the main complaint of the game when it came to Switch 1, right? Overall as a game though, I don't know, man. Like, you know, again, it's a Wii game, and when this originally came out on the Wii, it was because we hadn't had a Donkey Kong game in the longest time, and everybody was just like gassed about this game. But like, it's been a while now. Like 2D, we get loads of 2D platformers now. It, to me, probably doesn't hold up as well as the original 3. Like later levels, the flow's off, and you know, that's just like, well, that's personal taste thing here, right? Again, we're just here for what it run like on Twitch 2, and I think the consensus might be, though, I think people prefer this Frozen, what, I forgot the name of it now, but like the follow-up to this, I think people prefer that. I haven't played that myself, so can't really comment on it. But again, I was saying in this video, probably the reason that they updated this one over that is because this came out last year, right? This had this HD port to the Switch last year, so this is probably still air quotes newer, right? And they probably need to go back and patch that bug with the 2-player anyway, so it made more sense. Obviously adding Dixie into the game was probably a lot of work, right? To be able to add her into every single level, and so it wasn't just like a simple task. So yeah, cool that is here for free, right? So there you have it. Again, live stream will be up on Twitch and YouTube. Probably put out a short edit video of this on YouTube. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Have you played this? You consider picking it up? You prefer the originals over this and the follow-up? Love to hear what you think. Speaking of that Twitch stream, we're live there a couple times a week. Got community Discord, Twitter, all that information will be in the description. Come check us out. Other than that, I think I'm gonna call this on. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.